The 2026 MLB All-Star Game finalists have been announced. And to put it lightly, that's interesting. We'll be breaking down every single positional battle and who Tim and I pick to be the starters for every position in the All-Star Game. And we can probably mention snubs and stuff like that when we get to the positional battles.
We'll end up ranting about a couple positions. So.
Cool. And then at the end, I will be creating a scroller for our picks that I will have towards the end because I'll have a scroller for the matchups and all that. So we're gonna kick it on off with the American League here, and we're gonna start off with the first base position, and that is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Versus Ben Rice. And okay, it's going to be on. There we go. For starters, this one's a pretty simple choice. And that's one thing you'll know, a very, very interesting trend you'll notice in the American League specifically. Canada has made it very easy to pick the All-Stars this year.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very easy. Ben Rice, I mean, I don't think there's much negotiation here.
There is not.
First base, Ben Rice, New York Yankees.
This will be one of the first ones I can rant about.
Yes, because there's one guy that should be here that's not named Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And his name is Kurtz Kamenik.
Nicholas Kurtz, absolutely.
I'm sorry, that is absolute bullshit. Do you have a compare? Can you put a comparison or add him into that?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Because it is horrible that Vladdy's in there with 4 home runs, and we don't even get like Nick Kurtz versus Ben Rice. That would have been a much better. Look at that.
Nick Kurtz blows away Ben Rice.
Nick Kurtz is the best first baseman in the American League, and it's not particularly close. And he's not even doesn't even have a chance to.
You know why? Because the other two play in Toronto and New York.
That's the only reason why.
The only reason why.
And I'm a little bit frustrated with that. It's annoying to see because we're going to see this throughout that we have undeserving Toronto Blue Jay players in there when Toronto's 4 games under 500 or 5 somewhere around 500.
Yeah.
They have not been playing well. They're about to get swept by the Texas Rangers. Not swept, mopped. And they have all these players as. No, this is stupid. Nick Kurtz should got it. It's Ben Rice by a mile over Vladdy, and I hate the Yankees, and I'm saying Ben Rice.
Yep. Second base, there is no discussion for second base in the American League because Ernie Clement, I think, is the only deserving Blue Jay, and hence why he got the most votes because that was one that not just Blue Jays people were voting for, but more than just Blue Jays people were voting for.
That's fair.
So that's kind of why there. So Ernie Clement is your second baseman. I really don't have too much backlash on that one, though.
No, I don't really have too much backlash on
the fact that he's the leading vote getter in the American League. That was hilarious.
That's ridiculous, but because there's plenty of other players that should have more votes over him, but because it's Toronto voting, whatever. Yeah, he got the most votes. He gets on automatically. So no real discussion about that one.
Yep. The second one, the third base here, is another matchup that we are getting maybe someone who obviously doesn't deserve to be in, and it's making our choice very, very easy when it comes to who we're going to select for this one here. It's Junior Caminero, third baseman for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Not particularly close.
Can I throw one other player in here like we did with Nicholas Kurtz?
Yes, you can. And I know who you should be putting in, so go ahead.
Miguel Vargas.
100%.
Miguel Vargas, his numbers are it shows not as good here, but that's just because we have the person who should be the All-Star Game starter on this list. Mm-hmm. But when you compare Vargas and Okamoto, I wonder which one is currently potentially being able to be voted in as the All-Star Game third baseman and which one's the one that's outside of it. I wonder which one. They make it so easy. Yeah, no. Junior Caminero, your third baseman for the American League.
Yep.
You want to talk about probably thanks to voters, which one's probably the most lopsided one of this entire one?
Catcher
for the American League.
And it's just kind of embarrassing because and
you want to see how bad it is?
And this one I'll end up ranting about too. Yeah, it's not even particularly close.
That's fucking terrible.
Shea Langeliers is by far the pick here. I don't think Shea Langeliers deserves to start the game. I have a different name. Dylan Dingler has been better.
Yeah.
Those two would have been a fantastic vote. Awesome.
That would have been a discussion. It would have been a discussion.
It's not a discussion because we had to vote in Alejandro Kirk, which once Langeliers gets in, Kirk's not making the All-Star game.
No.
Let's just get this straight for all of them. Kirk's not getting into the All-Star game. Neither will Yakamoto. No.
Okamoto will not.
Okamoto, sorry, thank you.
Vladdy might.
Vladdy will not. Clement's already in, and we'll get to the other one. This is just ugly.
All right, another one that's an absolute. This one is ridiculous as well. And I'm gonna put up the next one, which is DH. This one they're joking, right? You know how hilarious it would be if George Springer did not make
Do we not have shortstop for this?
We do. Did I not type it up? Did I forget to type it up? I might have forgot to type it up.
By the way, Rangers just beat the Blue Jays 3-2. So,
I forgot to type up. I forgot to type up shortstop. So we'll do DH first, and then we can do shortstop. Because that shortstop one is pretty bad as well.
Most of the voting here, all of them are all pretty easy.
Oh yeah, let's
just be honest.
The voting is not difficult in the slightest.
Mm-mm.
And so let's get up the designated hitter real quick. And that it's obviously got to be George Springer. He's stolen six times as many bases as Yordan Alvarez. So Yordan is absolutely not deserving of this. No. -0.2 WAR, and you're an All-Star Game finalist. No, just no. Mm-mm. I wholeheartedly disagree. And this is no. Yordan Alvarez is your starting DH.
Honestly, Yordan, in my opinion, probably should have gotten the most votes in the American League.
Yep.
That shouldn't even be. I think of him as the MVP right now. So that's my opinion.
All right, let's get the shortstop here. Which honestly, I don't think either of these guys will be starting at shortstop because one's injured and one does not deserve to be there.
Bobby Witt gets the vote.
Bobby Witt absolutely for me gets the vote. He's played one less game. He has 3.7 WAR more. This is not close. I get it. It's fan voting, and it's the same theme we've been seeing all video long. It's Blue Jays, and more Blue Jays. And we'll get into that in the National League as well when it's the same three teams, just because they're the big markets. But Bobby Witt should be your All-Star, and right now he's hurt. So okay, here's another one where let's remove Bobby Witt for right now, and we're gonna do not one but two players.
Yeah, as you should.
Because I'm sorry, Kevin McGonigal should be starting at shortstop, and he might be when Bobby Witt wins the vote. If Bobby Witt wins the vote and then can't play, it's going to be Kevin McGonigal, and if it's not Kevin McGonigal, it should be Colson Montgomery. So Kevin McGonigal has been the runaway rookie of the year in the American League this year. I don't see anyone coming close to him.
And the fact that he's not in there because Andres Jimenez has to be part of the vote is bullshit.
Yep. But we'll move on to the last position here, and you're just going to have to give me a second because I got to type in 6 players for this because we are heading to the outfield, which is an interesting discussion because we have a few guys who are hurt right now.
I don't really think it's that big of a discussion on who to get voted in. Obviously, Judge will end up getting voted in, but he's not going to start. Trout should get it. Buxton and Bellinger. Those should be the 3. Varsho and Jesus Sanchez are 2 Blue Jays that don't deserve to be in here. Maybe Varsho's probably got the best argument out of any Blue Jay listed so far this video.
Other than Aaron Clement, who is already in, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm trying to type him up. It aired out on me a second ago there, but
it's okay.
Yeah, this is Jesus Sanchez is in this as well, which has never been a great player. And then the 6th one was Mike Trout, which is hurt right now, which makes things interesting. But let's get up. We're gonna let me get up these stats here, and then I'm going to remove players as we go that we vote in as an all-star. So Cody Bellinger is an all-star.
I think so.
And Byron Buxton.
Yep.
Cool.
And Mike Trout.
Yeah, no, Mike Trout for sure. He's actually now granted he's played more time than Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge only 59 games so far this year, and I get it. He's Aaron Judge, but I don't think he belongs in the All-Star game this year.
I don't think so.
He's not. And yes, 907 OPS is amazing. He's just not played enough games for me, and even in those games, it's kind of been a down year for Judge, which is crazy to say with his 17 home runs.
He's still great.
He's still an amazing player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on him.
We're not attacking him. We're not saying he's a bad player. We just don't think he's deserving of the All-Star game bid this year.
So it's going to be Cody Bellinger, which I think could Byron Buxton and Mike Trout is what we said.
Yeah.
Cool. So, perfect. So now we got our American League in, and it's time to head over to the National League?
Yes. And at least for the National League, it's not all Toronto. Like, it's not all one team. It's 3 teams, which is Philly, Atlanta, and Dodgers.
Which sucks as Mets fans.
Which absolutely sucks, but at least some of them are warranted. Some of them, yikes.
Like this first one, I fully understand, and I really have no arguments when it comes to the first base position for the National League, and it is between Freddie Freeman and Matt Olson.
Although I still don't think Freddie Freeman's having an all-star caliber here.
Yeah, he's up there with first baseman. He's not all-star starter caliber, but he's definitely somebody who deserves to be in the top couple when it comes to voting. I feel like that's fair, that he deserves to be at least discussed for the All-Star game. But with that being said, Matt Olson's your starting first baseman.
I agree.
Cool. By
the way, can we just run a comparison for one other player?
Oh, I know who you're going to go with here.
Thank you. I just want to see where he is compared to. And take out. Did you take out Olsen? Okay, you did. Okay, never mind. It's not particularly.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot closer. My bad.
Yep. But that is the first base position for the National League. On to second base, which, woof. This is pretty bad because in the American League, at least when they swung and missed with the Blue Jay, the other guy is kind of the slam dunk pick. Other than Nick Kurtz missing out.
Yeah.
And then Miguel Vargas would be a discussion as well. Other than that, it felt like pretty slam dunk picks. We're stuck between crap and poop for this second base position. It feels like
it's really not. There's no real good options on here.
No, because I feel like I could list 2 or 3 other options for the second base position in the National League than Ozzie Albies and Bryson Stott.
Albies at least is having a decent year. It's obviously Albies over Stott, but at the same time, JJ Weatherholt should be there. Or Otto Lopez?
No, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards. I keep flipping on which
I would have Xavier Edwards. I would have JJ Weatherholt.
Yep.
And I would have Bryce Terang.
I agree with all 3 of those.
Because we'll run a quick comparison because this is our video and I can do whatever the hell I want. Bryce Terang, JJ Weatherholt, and Xavier Edwards. Cool. Yeah, you'll never guess which guys are the All-Star guys, right?
Yeah, it's disgusting. I understand
because I added 3 players, all 3 Weatherholt, Edwards, and Terang, small market teams.
Yeah,
all have higher WAR than Albies and Stott combined.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Albies has hit 12 home runs. That's what Albies has. That's about it. Xavier Edwards should be the starter.
I agree.
Xavier Edwards should be the starter, and honestly, JJ Weatherholt should be the backup.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we're stuck with Albies and Stott. Those are not all-star caliber players.
They're really not.
So
it's kind of just disappointing this year.
Yeah, it's very disappointing because the fans got it wrong this year. I'm sorry, the fans got it wrong this year, and we're going to continue to harp on that here. Even though this one, I'm not overly too mad about. Now, granted, one of them is not having the greatest of years, and this is a pretty obvious pick for the shortstop position in the National League. Granted, I will add one player to this comparison when we're talking about who should be the backup, because it's not Mookie Betts.
No,
Mookie Betts should not be the backup. But CJ Abrams blows away Mookie Betts.
I agree.
For this from the Washington Nationals, who have been a nice, pleasant surprise this year. But I'm sorry. Let me get up one guy here. It should have been Otto Lopez.
It should have been
Otto Lopez should be the All-Star Game starter for the short. It should be both fish middle fielders. Xavier Edwards and Otto Lopez got absolutely snubbed from this.
And it's because their fans didn't vote.
It's because Miami fans don't vote. Because Miami fans don't care. Prove it to me wrong. Prove me wrong, Miami fans. You guys don't care enough. That's what you proved. That the Dodger fans and the Philly fans or the Brave fans care more. I'm sorry. You have 2 of the best middle infielders in baseball this year, and you couldn't vote for them. And that sucks. That really, really sucks because they both deserve to be All-Stars. But for this voting, CJ Abrams is the obvious answer.
Yes.
We will move on to third base, which has another very, very obvious answer. Hence why he is in the thumbnail for this video. And this matchup will be Alec Bohm versus Max Muncy. Max Muncy has had the significantly better year.
Yeah, that one's warranted. Like, I'm okay with Muncy. Like that, he's been fantastic. Alec Bohm with negative 0.04 WAR.
Don't Philly fans boo this guy and want him traded, and now they're voting him into the All-Star Game so they can boo him some more?
Here's the deal. Max Muncy's going to get voted in. Alec Bohm's not going to make it into the All-Star Game.
No.
Although there's not many great options for third base.
No, that's what I was going to say. Who are the other options? Curtis Mead? Like, third base in the National League is so freaking weak this year that it's not. I mean, we can argue Alec Bohm shouldn't be part of this, but like the other options are not good either. So yeah, Max Muncy, that's an easy one here. As we'll move to DH. Wait, no, DH is we already got the DH. So catcher. we'll move to catcher for this next one here. As let me get this down. And then the catching position, it's a decent race. As there's one guy who I think is the clear pick. The other one is actually hurt at the moment. So that's
for catchers.
For catchers,
and I'm going to make a stand on this one.
Talk about weak positions. Now, granted, both have missed time this year, so that's why their numbers are not as good as they could be. But Drake Baldwin's the vote here. I feel like that's pretty simple. But just I feel like that's by default because Will Smith's been hurt and he's not had that great of a year. Drake Baldwin has been the best, if not the best catcher in the majors this year.
Do you know who would have my vote right now? Can you pull up somebody else's stats real quick?
Another Fish?
No. From Coors.
Oh, Hunter Goodman, yeah.
Hunter Goodman's my guy. I feel like he should be the All-Star Game.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
25, and that's not even updated. He has 25 bombs. He hit 3 home runs last night.
Yeah, he's going to be the lone representative of the Rockies this year.
He will. Mickey Moniak?
Mickey Moniak could have an argument there. He definitely could have an argument there, but Drake Baldwin could very well be the lone representative in the for the Rockies.
Hunter Goodman.
Or yeah, what did I say?
Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin will be.
Drake Baldwin is a starter. I think Hunter Goodman's going to end up getting in as the backup.
Yes, I 100% agree. So now is the time where it's going to take me a second to type in all 6 outfielders, which there's a couple guys who I don't think should be on this.
At least this one isn't. No, this is still. No, there's definitely a big snub here.
Yeah, James Wood not being in this is ridiculous.
James Wood not being in it, PCA not being in it.
Oh, PCA.
Brian Reynolds not being in it.
Okay, yeah, Brian Reynolds could definitely make it over.
2.5 WAR for Brian Reynolds. So, it's just frustrating. Jordan Walker having his breakout year, not even able to vote for him with his 18 home runs and 47 RBIs. Like when I look at this, Ronald Acuna Jr. does not deserve to be here. Teoscar Hernandez does not deserve to be here.
No.
Michael Harris Jr. does not deserve to be here.
For voting wise, it's going to be Pages, Soto, and Harris.
I think Marsh, Pages, and Soto. Out of the ones I have to vote here, it's those 3. The fact that Corbin Carroll's not on this list.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, it should be PCA, Corbin Carroll, and James Woods. Those are the 3 best outfielders this season in the National League. And it's not close.
All right, so
Pages is close. Pages is close. Pages has the best WAR out of everybody here. And
all right, so for starters, yes, Soto, and yes, Pages. So I'm going to remove them real quick. Yeah. So we can discuss the final outfield spot. And I have a feeling we can easily X out 2 other guys, and it's between Harris and Marsh for me.
It is. That would be the.
So I'm gonna X out Acuna and Teo. I'm refreshing. Okay. No, we'll take them out, and them out. So it'll be between Marsh and
Marsh and Harris.
WAR goes towards Harris, and that's everything goes out towards Marsh. Marsh has been really, really good this year, and I will not
to mention he's a Philly.
He's a Philly.
So I feel like if there's any Philly that deserves to be voted in here, it's Marsh. Out of all the ones we just listed, Marsh is the one that deserves to be. I guess Ozzie Albies over. No, sorry, that's a Brave. Marsh deserves. It would be the only Philly I feel like really deserves to be here.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Schwarber also kind of does, but we won't be talking about
But we
Schwarber
can't talk about Schwarber. It's not even
because Shohei Ohtani is voted in.
So that's not even really a conversation.
Yep. So that's all the positions here. But also, I want to do one last thing before, because we voted in Soto, we voted in Pages.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep, and I'm gonna take off Harrison Marsh. Here's what I'm gonna do real quick, just to give people an idea. With Acuna and Teo, and then we're gonna throw in Carroll
and PCA,
Pete Crow Armstrong,
and James Wood.
And I'll humor you as well because I am a Brian Reynolds guy as well. I do have a numbered card for him, so I would like to see him do well. Oh, what would you know? The two guys who we immediately X'd out don't have anything over the four guys that we brought in.
Not to mention, can we also forget one thing? PCA has the highest WAR in baseball.
Yeah, and he's not even considered. Not even the top 6 for National League outfielders. What?
We have failed.
We have failed as a Major League Baseball voting
PCA
society.
Is not even in this. He's played every single game this year.
Which Acuna's played 30 less games. Teo has played 32 less games, so they're in.
17 homers, 45 RBIs, 142 WRC plus, a 376 WOBA, like 4.6 WAR. He's the best defense. Hold on, I'm pulling up. In terms of defense,
yeah, his defensive WAR is unbelievable.
His defensive rating is a 13.8 on Fangraphs. The next highest is Cedane Rafael at 9.7. So he's the best defender for the outfield by a lot. He's got over the next highest. He has almost double the next highest National League in terms of defense, and that's 7.9 for Jacob Young. But PCA is one of the best players in baseball right now, and he's not even being considered.
Yep.
He'll get in. Let's just get this straight. He'll get in.
Yes.
James Wood will get in.
Yes.
Corbin Carroll will get in.
Yes.
When we vote in Juan Soto, Pages, and Marsh.
Yep.
And it'll end up being PCA, Wood, and Carroll as the backups, as it should be.
Yep. And then I want to do one thing before we recap our starters and head on out.
Okay.
Just for a little bit of fun here.
Okay.
Our all snub team. Catcher, Dylan Dingler. And this can be National League or American League.
Correct.
Dylan Dingler is your all snub team for catcher. Yep. Nicholas Kurtz.
Yep.
Second base is interesting because you can go a few different ways. I'm on National League side is where we're going. Bryce Terang. Bryce Terang is your second baseman for your all snub team. Shortstop.
Kevin McGonigal or Colson Montgomery.
Kevin McGonigal. McGonigal for me.
McGonigal.
Third base. I want a tough one. Miguel Vargas could be a third base snub. Other than that, so we'll call Miguel Vargas. That's fair. Yeah. DH Kyle Schwarber. It would either be him or
because he actually he would have been part of the top 2.
Yeah, he would have been
part of the top 2,
but he wasn't. He wasn't.
DH Ohtani got in automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. DH can be.
Yeah, fine. Yandy Diaz then. Yandy Diaz. Outfielders. PCA, Wood, and Carroll.
Yeah, it's just that simple.
Yeah, that's fair. But we'll recap our picks for the MLB All-Stars, or who we think should be the starters, and then we will head on out. Tim, I'll let you do the American League. I'll take the National League.
For the starters? Ben Rice over Vladdy. Ernie Clement's already in. Junior Cameronero, Bobby Witt, Shea Langeliers, Yordan Alvarez. Then it's Cody Bellinger, it's Buxton, and it's Mike Trout. Basically, if you are a Blue Jay, you didn't get voted in.
Yep. For the National League, Matt Olson of the Atlanta Braves, Ozzie Albies of the Atlanta Braves, C.J. Abrams of the Washington Nationals, Max Muncy of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Drake Baldwin of the Atlanta Braves. For the outfield, we have Andy Pages of the Los Angeles Dodgers. We have Brandon Marsh of the Philadelphia Phillies. And we have Juan Soto of the New York Mets. The designated hitter is Shohei Ohtani.
There you go.
But that is everything we wanted to cover for this video. Our next video will be coming out, I think, the following day, and we're going to be talking about the CBA discussions that the owners just proposed. But that is going to do it for this video. Anything you want to say before we head on out here, Tim?
Ban All-Star Game voting.
I was going to say the same thing. Let's ban the All-Star Game voting, and let's get the actual players who deserve to be in the All-Star Game because I want the best for the All-Star Game. I don't want the most popular players. So that's just me, though. That's going to do it for this one. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Baseball Talk with the O Brothers. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you, guys. Catch you next time.